Happy Halloween, Fig Fam, and this year we're doing something different. We're going to be taking a look at wrestling candy. It's an interesting one, it's a unique one, and I bet you're going to see some stuff you never saw before. Stay tuned. All right, Fig Fam, thank you for joining me on Halloween. It is October 31st, 2024, and it's one of my favorite days of the year. It's one of those days where kids come around dressed in costumes, and I can only hope some of them are dressed as WWE superstars or AEW wrestlers. And I will be giving out some candy. Unfortunately, this year there's really not any WWE or AEW themed candy out there, but over the history of wrestling, there's been plenty, and I'm going to show you a few of the ones that I have, but it is brought to you by the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia Modern Edition 2010 to present day. It features a full 400-page book of all images for everything in there, AEW, every basic, every elite, every ultimate, major wrestling figure podcast, NJPW, GCW, you name it, it is in there. Hardcover, paperback, full color, or black and white. All combinations available now on Amazon.com or simply go to healbooks.com. But you are here to talk about candy, my friends. We are going to talk about wrestling candy. And we're going to start off with these up here. These are candy dispensers right here. Now, they're nice. They're little busts, as they're called. On the back, it has a sticker of the nutrition facts. These were basically just little, almost like jawbreakers in there, little flavored candies. I always liked these little busts that they came in. Let's see, there's 6 servings per container, 49 calories per serving. Obviously here we have Kane. He is gripping on that glove. They kind of put a little smile on his mask, which is funny. And they gave him a nice little manicure there, which is funny because his brother also has a manicure, but he has much more feminine hands there. He's got a little hair dangling down there. He's got some interesting tattoos. They got a skull and squiggles and a cross and squiggles right there. Oh, man. Very, very unique things right here. But back in the day, you would be able to go into a store. These would be in a little display. And inside was candy. You would pop out the bottom, shake them into your mouth, eat them, enjoy them. We got The Rock here, also has a nice manicure here. He's got his bull tattoo, not Brahma bull, not smoking bull, but it's close enough. He's giving the people's eyebrow. He's got a big expensive chain on. We have Stone Cold in his signature vest here. Skull on one side, Austin on the other. No 316. Wish it was there. Again, none of these have great likenesses, but they capture the key points of each character, right? Very unique and very different. He's got his big expensive watch on there. I thought the details were nice, especially for a candy container back in the day. But I will say this, I did not enjoy the candy. Another one I want to talk about, right over here, this is a CMLL. And I believe this is from 1992, but it's 1993. From Future Toys, this is Vampiro. Now, interesting enough, it does have his tattoo. I think the face paint is much better than his CMLL. And what would happen is, if I remember correctly, yes. All right, so inside here was some kind of candy. Again, they were like little balls, like jawbreakers or something. And you'd take them out and you'd eat them. And then when you're done, close it, and you have a wrestling figure. They had a bunch in there. In this line, I think there's like 4 or 5 different ones, and they all had like a little belt on them. He came with a cape. Very cool. I love the hair on this, but I did not have these because I am obviously from the United States. I'm from New Jersey, so I did not have those growing up because they were in Mexico, and so I did not get to taste the candy, but it's a very unique piece regardless. Next up, staying in the vein of these, because these are kind of like smaller scale versions of them. From the same company, These are WWF Superstar Extra Sour Tearjerkers, and these were almost like nerds, like sour nerds, which I thought was pretty cool. So you could see what the actual candy looks like. Some are larger than others, little like rock-esque candy. It's got Kane, Undertaker, Stone Cold, The Rock, and Sable on the picture. Here's a used one that I ate of The Rock, which is pretty cool. He's doing the people's eyebrow. Very, very similar poses on both of these to these other ones. Not the same mold, though. It's not like they did the same mold and scaled it down or scaled it up. Completely different molds, but very, very close poses, which is interesting. 3 servings per container, 49 calories, just like the other ones. So they 49 calories. They like to stick to that. And actually, I'm pretty sure these are very similar to what was in these ones, but not exact. Again, look at Stone Cold's eyes. He kind of looks like a Simpsons character. It looks like Simpson Stone Cold right there. And then over here on The Rock, for some reason, they gave him a big pink nipple right there, as you can see. But this actually does kind of resemble The Rock a little bit better. Very cool, very unique, and very different. And also in the same vein of these, we have some WCW ones. So we're going to talk about them one at a time. First up, let's do Goldberg. And I know Goldberg and Stone Cold look alike, but this definitely looks more like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Comment below, what do you think of that? And these are Goldberg tongue splashers. Now these are like a generic candy company, not exactly as well known, but in my area at least, tongue splashers, these like gumballs, these were everywhere. They used to come in a big paint bucket. It was kind of cool. They would paint your tongue whatever color the gumball is. And I don't even remember having these as a kid, the WCW ones, but I got them later as an adult, which is even better sometimes, from 1999 by Rick's Candy, RIX. And the interesting thing about this is the nutrition label says 1 gumball is a serving size, and there's 25 calories in a gumball. So eating one of these is equivalent to eating like a third of that. So, and from the same company, the tongue splashers, we also have Sting, which, man, he's a little creepy. It's like the Crow and Sting mixed together with Alice Cooper. And I know a lot of people say, oh, like Sting and the Crow, like it's the same makeup. No, it's a little bit different, and there's aspects of the Crow in this one that are a little bit different than Sting's actual makeup. And then we have Kevin Nash here, which honestly, it looks pretty decent. Looks pretty decent like him. A lot of sculpting in the hair. It's kind of crazy, like that these candy companies would go through the trouble of sculpting a head. Like look at all the hair on Sting. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's a lot of detail there, man. Every strand. So these are the WCW tongue splashers. You guys remember tongue splashers? Well, here's the WCW ones. I believe there is another one. I want to say maybe it's Hulk Hogan. I'm pretty sure there's 4. But regardless, I think stuff like this is cool. Moving on, I'm going to pull these out. We have some chocolate bars that I want to talk about. First up, and they're both very similar to each other. First up, we have a Snicker bar. This is a WWE Snicker bar, official partner of the WWE, and it is an Enzo Amore Snicker bar. SAWFT. So pretty cool. Kind of crazy, man. Such a short tenure that Enzo had in WWE, but he was able to get a Snicker bar modeled after him, which honestly, you love to see. And, you know, I believe, let me see. Yep, Mars Candy is located in New Jersey. So, I mean, I'm sure that they had Enzo on their radar. Pretty cool. An SAWFT chocolate bar. And then in here, in this FYE bag, we have a How You Doing Realest S'mores in the Room milk chocolate bar. It's a s'mores chocolate bar. Best by December 20th, 2017. We are way past that. It is 2024 right now. But it's got a shot of Big Cass and Enzo Amore. How you doing? These were pretty cool because back in the day, FYE, again, these are made by Astor Chocolate in Lakewood, New Jersey, another New Jersey one. And I'm a New Jersey guy. But these were sold at FYEs. And when I tell you they had a chocolate bar for literally everybody on the roster, I mean it. And Enzo and Cass were pretty big at the time, so there was no different for them. Love this stuff. I kind of wish that I got all of the chocolate bars, but when I say these were, I remember these being like between $6 and $8 a bar. It just wasn't doable. You see Big Cassie's got the soft chain on. Enzo's when he had a little bit shorter hair, a little bit more groomed, nice and tight, fresh on the roster. Enzo Amore chocolate bar. And last but not least, one of my favorite candy items that has come in the wrestling space is right here in the WWE Pez 3-pack. I was a huge fan of Pez as a kid, and I always wonder why they didn't have WWE Pez or even WWF or WCW. Well, in 2016, so 2016, 2017, 2017, a lot of candy coming out. Most importantly, though, is the Pez. Comes in a really cool box, WWE on each side, the WWE Championship in the front, nice little window, the fireworks to match all the other stuff. We got Undertaker, Rock, Cena right there on the back. And honestly, there's some really good molds of Cena and The Rock. I think Undertaker looks a little too small, doesn't really look too much like him. But I think The Rock is the best likeness in the mold. Same thing with John Cena. They have blue bases for the Cena, black for Undertaker and Rock. And it looks like you have a little plethora of different candies in there. And I loved Pez candy as a kid. I had a ton of Pez dispensers. I just thought they were so fun. Combined toys and candy. You know that I'm on. But check out the You Can't See Me logo on Cena's hat. Not the best. Not the best. But again, this is a candy company. It even has The Rock's tattoo on the shoulder, which is a nice touch. There's a lot going on with these, and I always loved them. That's why I kept it mint in box. Believe it or not, who keeps candy mint in box? Well, apparently I do. And these, one roll is 35 calories. So, I mean, again, I'm just mentioning this stuff because it is candy. Some people are kind of curious about these things. Like, is it high fat? Is it high calorie? Like all these different things. I don't really care about the fat portion, but I am kind of curious sometimes how many calories are in candy that we're giving to kids. And I don't think any of these are really anything too crazy. Besides the chocolate bars, obviously. But these candies right here, I think they're all acceptable portion sizes. But anyways, this is my favorite wrestling candy right there. So comment below. Let me know which of the items that we showed off is your favorite. Is it these ones right here, these little jawbreaker containers? Is it the tongue splasher bubblegum WCWs? Or is it the tear jerkers of the WWF? Is it the Snickers bar, soft? Or is it the How You Doing Enzo and Cass bar? Or are you like me and you are into the Pez? So comment below. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Fig Heel. Twitter is at The Fig Heel. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, available now on Amazon.com, or simply go to HeelBooks.com. Make sure you join Whatnot at WhatHeal.com. You'll get $15 off your first purchase. $15 right off the top. You get something that's $10, free. Get something that's $15, free. Get something that's $20, it costs you $5. It's a no-brainer. And make sure you're following Case Fresh Pod everywhere on social media. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you. Happy Halloween. Peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need Fig Heel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 5,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With shots by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Premium full-color and value black and white editions available now on Amazon.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Fig Heel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeal.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.